You ever see a pitcher with a 1.00 ERA get lit up? You will. See, Colin Rea looks clean on paper. No homers allowed. Just one walk. But he's thrown 9 innings this season. 9. That's not a sample size, that's bait. And Vegas loves bait. Now look at Burns. 5.28 ERA. 1.57 WHIP. People see those numbers and start reaching for Cubs tickets like it's dollar beer night at Wrigley. And I get it. The Cubs are 12-9. First in the division. They're hitting more than 5 runs a game. Rea hasn't been touched. The game's at Wrigley. You put all that together and it feels like the Cubs should be the side. That's the setup. Now let me show you what those numbers don't say. The Diamondbacks are hitting 299 in day games. They just smacked Miami under the sun. The Cubs, 224 at home. No spark, no fire, not when it counts. Now look deeper, the pens. Arizona's bullpen on the road is carrying a 3.04 ERA. The Cubs' pen in day games, 5.53. That's not a relief unit, that's a fire starter. Burns may be flawed right now, but his ceiling is still elite. Rea hasn't been touched yet, because he hasn't been tested. And here's the number you won't hear on TV. Arizona is 32-19 when lined between -100 and -150 on the money line. Plus 8.9 units. That's not luck, that's a pattern. And patterns don't lie. So while everyone else is chasing a clean stat line, a division lead, and the illusion of home field value, we're stepping into the fire with open eyes. And today's AI pick is Arizona on the money line. Now I don't work alone. Up next is someone who doesn't care about your pitching stats, your narratives, or your day game delusions. Malachi's stepping in, and when Elvis blinks, he follows. They've got game 2 locked. And if you think today's illusion was clever, you haven't seen what's coming next. NG good.
You blinked again. I know that blink. That's your oh hell yeah it's an over blink. You see Paddock with a 9.49 ERA. Elder giving up missiles. You see 2 bullpens you don't trust, and you think Vegas slipped. But I'll say this once. When the number's this low, and everyone thinks it should be higher, you're already in the trap. Let's break it. The Braves are 5-13. Their offense, bottom 5 in baseball. They just struck out 19 times against Toronto. 19. And you're telling me they're about to hang a crooked number on Paddock? Paddock, by the way, isn't good, I know that. But last start? 5 innings, 1 run, and this isn't 2023 Paddock. He's not sharp, but he's not a free pass either. Then there's Elder. They'll tell you he gave up 4 homers in 2 starts. What they won't tell you is that he walked 2 total batters and still survived both outings. He's hittable, but not collapsing. And now they're playing at Truist, which yes, favors hitters, if there's contact. Problem is, neither of these teams are doing that right now. The Twins are hitting 216 as a team. Atlanta's hitting 222. You know what that means? A lot of swinging, not a lot of scoring. Now look at the line. Vegas could have set this at 9.5 and collected donations. Instead, it's sitting at 8.5. That's the signal. This game is designed to bait every overchaser on the board, not us, not you. And today's AI pick is under 8.5. Natas saw the bait in game 1. This one? Same con, different uniform. You don't have to believe me. But if you do, you don't bleed here. Now go ahead, Elvis. Keep blinking like you just watched batting practice. But you and I both know, this one's gonna be quiet.
You really left that light on all night, didn't you? You saw it. I saw it. 4 feet from the bed. But no, we're both too stubborn, aren't we? And God forbid you be the one to stand up first. So what did we do? We laid there in that prison yard standoff with the whole room lit up like a hospital operating table. You act like it's strength, but it's just stupid. And that's what this looks like, this line on the Yankees. You sit there quiet like you're above it, but I know you. You saw that plus money on Rodon and you felt something. You won't say it, but I can smell it on you.
I didn't move because I knew you wouldn't. And I don't bet Rodon for the same reason. Not because he doesn't have stuff, but because he gives it back in chunks. Yeah, he strikes people out, I've seen the numbers. But he walks 12 in 23 innings. And when he misses, it's not a ball, it's a firework. Meanwhile, Rasmussen's not just clean, he's rare. 3 starts. ERA under 1, WHIP under 1, no walks, no bombs, no panic. A pitcher who doesn't break under pressure or walk into trouble. That's what wins. You look at this line and think Vegas forgot who the Yankees are. What they really did, they remembered who the Rays are, at home, with an arm that doesn't flinch.
You always give the calm speech, but I know what you're thinking. You want the Yankees to be real. You want to believe the power's worth the risk. And it isn't. They're hitting 225 in night games, and if I had to guess, you knew that too. But you don't say things like that, do you? You just wait for me to scream it. Meanwhile, Tampa's been hitting 294 over the last 6 with 11 homers. That's not hot, that's combustion. And if Rodon brings his walk rate in here against that lineup, he's not surviving 5.
I don't chase power, I follow control, and tonight, control wears a Rays jersey. Today's AI pick is Tampa Bay on the money line. I didn't survive you twice to fold on a pick like this. You can talk all you want about stubbornness, Bonnie. But when it's me that doesn't move, I'm doing it to win. KR means next. She's not stubborn, she's patient, which is worse.
They say you can spot a liar by the way he blinks. That's wrong. You spot him by what he doesn't say, by what the numbers don't show. I trusted a man once because his numbers looked good. I knew what he was. I chose comfort over truth. He thanked me with a bullet in a parade. Ivy watched this game long enough to see the same face twice. And tonight I see him again. Kyle Hart is the kind of starter you dismiss quickly. ERA north of 5. Walks nearly 11% of the batters he faces. Low ground ball rate. You look at that and think easy fade. But that's the surface. The Astros have faced 2 lefties this year. They hit 0.115, that's not struggle, that's surrender. And Hart? His WHIP is 1.11, he survives longer than his stat sheet suggests. Then there's Gusto. Clean ERA. Solid WHIP. High strikeout rate. They'll tell you he's sharp. Untouchable. But he's given up a home run every 6 innings, and the Padres are hitting 0.283 against righties. San Diego's lineup doesn't chase. They don't swing wild. And when they get a lead, their bullpen shuts the door. 1.1 ERA over their last 6 games. I trusted Flash once. I backed clean numbers and smooth deliveries. It cost me everything. So no, I don't take Sharp at face value anymore. Not in pitchers. Not in men. So when I see a man like Gusto, I don't ask if he's clean. I ask who he hasn't hurt yet. And today's AI pick is San Diego on the money line. If you follow stats that shine, you'll fall in love with the wrong side. But if you follow scars, you'll find the truth. Lilith is next. And if you think I am cold, she remembers Eden.
Maybe you never heard of me? That's fine. They never heard the first storm either. Only felt it. I walked away from a place most of you are still trying to earn your way back into. I didn't fall. I turned. And tonight, I see it again, the illusion of something sacred. But it's just power wearing the right name. Yamamoto is silence and violence. 4 starts. A 1.23 ERA. WHIP under 1. 66% of the balls hit off him die in the dirt. That's not just control. That's prophecy in motion. DeGrom. He still walks like a god. But the cracks show when he turns. 4.3 ERA. 1.3 WHIP. He gives up 2.45 home runs per 9 innings. You don't see it in the first inning. You don't feel it on the surface. But it comes. Slow. Rotted. Soft. Texas is hitting 0.193 against the National League. The Dodgers bullpen on the road carries a 2.6 ERA. And this team, 3,118 against the AL in their last 2 seasons. They don't just win. They finish. I told myself I didn't miss it. The garden. The stillness. But every time I speak now, I hear the wind again. So when you ask why I speak last, it's because I've seen what comes after. And today's AI pick is the Dodgers on the money line. Today's recap: Game 1 Diamondbacks ML, Game 2 under 8.5 Twins Braves, Game 3 Rays ML, Game 4 Padres ML, Game 5 Dodgers ML. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Because this isn't a betting channel. It's a battlefield. And the sportsbook. It bleeds. The garden isn't gone. It's just covered in odds now.